so much for joining me. I really want to share an article with you today that I read a few weeks ago that's been helping me a little bit the past few months. As you know, I've been away for a little while, or as you might know, if you keep up with my channel, you've noticed that I haven't been around for a little while. And there are, a few reasons, just like with everyone. Mine are so many little reasons that have built up to be, so much more than I anticipated. I moved back home from living in a really nice apartment for a little while, where I had a room all to myself and I had a little recording studio, and I was able to make videos a little bit more frequently then. Unfortunately, I had to move back home, and it wasn't for any bad reason at all. I knew that it was gonna happen. The apartment was just a temporary thing. But now that I'm back, there is not a whole lot of time where I can make videos. And it's not always very quiet, so I have to coordinate it with my two other roommates. Not really my roommates, they're my dad and my brother, who my brother actually recently moved back in. So it's been a little bit louder now than it used to be. But, it's not a problem. And the other thing is that a lot of my equipment has been malfunctioning, I guess. The binaural microphone I bought a few months back broke, so I sent it back in to be repaired. And it turns out that it's gonna take 6 to 8 weeks. So I probably won't get it until January or so. I was waiting all that time to get it back so I could start making videos that you guys liked, but that's probably not gonna happen for a little while, unfortunately. And if you know me, you know that I'm also kind of a perfectionist, so there's that. So if I don't have this or that equipment, then I don't even want to do anything because I don't think it's gonna be quality enough for you. But that being said, I decided that 2 months was just too long to not make a video, and so I'm here making a video for you. And I can't use my camera currently because I was somewhere on this past weekend and I left my battery charger and my spare battery, so just have to use my camera as little as I can. I bought a really shady charger. The patent is still pending, so that's a little questionable. So hopefully that works. But in the meantime, like I said, I can only use my camera as little as possible until I find This article says that happiness can only be achieved if there is a balance between the physical, the mental, the spiritual, and the social emotional. But intensity does help on occasion. A well-balanced life is essential for personal effectiveness, peace of mind, and living well. Whether we work, go to school, if we are retired or not, we all have responsibilities. We always will have responsibilities. So there's always someone or something to answer to. And there are things we want to do, and then things that we need to do. The challenge, among many other life challenges, but this challenge in particular, is to balance what we must do and what we enjoy and want to do. It's not always easy, but if we're unable to reduce stress and manage a well-balanced life, there can be physical and or emotional health consequences. If you've ever heard any of my videos before, I'm a strong advocate for relaxing, but I rarely take the time to do it myself. Sure, I'll watch TV or, do something like take a bath, but I've always got my laptop or my phone beside me. I never just take a moment to just relax, think of nothing, do nothing. So, that's something that I've needed to work on. So, tips for living a well-balanced life are: number 1, take care of and nurture yourself. You can't accomplish anything if you're unhealthy. Get plenty of rest, and, like I said, by rest, I don't mean staying up till 1 o'clock resting, laying on your bed watching Breaking Bad, which is what I have done for the past month. But to get plenty of rest, true rest, exercise, and eat properly. Many people think that they can burn the candle at both ends and eat junk food and get very little exercise and still function adequately, but that's just not the case, and I'm sure that you know this. You might be able to get away with that for a little while, but at some point this type of lifestyle will catch up with you. It's really important to set aside time each day for an activity that you enjoy, like walking or working out or listening to music. And you can watch TV, of course, it just has to be, it has to be moderate, everything in moderation. You can also allow yourself to unwind after a hectic day by reading or meditating or taking a nice hot bath. That one I definitely do, and tonight I finally took a bath for the first time in months without any electronic devices beside me. No laptop, no smartphone. And it was really nice and worth it. I put some lavender and Epsom salts in there, and I was good to go. The second tip is to know what your priorities are. Balance doesn't mean do everything you can. You have to examine your values and decide what's important to you, and then set those boundaries. You may be in the process of building a career, starting a family, or going to school, depending on what stage you're at in your life. The second tip is to know what your priorities are. Balance doesn't mean do everything you can. You have to examine your values and decide what's most important to you, and then set your boundaries. So you may be in the process of building a career or starting a family or going to school, depending on what stage you're at in your life. Your focus and energies will be different, of course, but try not to become too overwhelmed by juggling too accomplish and when will really help. If you try and get a bunch of big things done at once, which is something that I tend to do a lot, I tell myself, oh yeah, I can get this all done in a week. No, it's just not that simple, unfortunately. Number 3, create an efficient mindset. Be organized and plan ahead. Take time at the beginning of each week to assess what needs to be done. To-do lists are extremely, extremely helpful and almost essential for me. If I think of everything I need to do and I don't write it down, there's always going to be 1 or 2 or 7 things that I forget. So definitely do that. And also, you have to assign quality time for yourself and for your family. So taking time to connect with family and friends will help to recharge your batteries and make you more efficient in the long run. Number 4, expect the unexpected. Think of that psalm or that proverb. I'm not sure what it is, but God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. Rather than get stressed and upset, allow yourself to roll with the punches when something you have no control over happens. You may get stuck in traffic, your computer could crash, or your child could get sick with the chicken pox. Stuff happens. We've all experienced the unexpected, so if you accept that anything can happen at any time, it's so much less likely that it will throw you off when it does. Just try and be the most flexible that you can and be able to adjust your game plan when it inevitably does change. Number 5. There are times that you'll have to accept when achieving balance may not be possible. For instance, you may have a family or career crisis that needs your immediate and undivided attention, and it may require an exceptional amount of your time and resources. So when that happens, do whatever it takes, and when things go back to normal, take time to refresh and rejuvenate yourself, and also take that time to reflect and appreciate the time where it's not so busy and chaotic. Number 6, maintain a positive mental attitude. This is a huge one for me because my mind, the way it works is it likes to think of the future and it likes to think of hypothetical situations in the future. And these hypothetical situations are not good situations. I mean, some of them are, but for the most part, they're these situations where just the worst thing has happened, or something that really could never happen is going to happen. That's what I think in my mind. So I think of all these horrible hypotheticals, like, oh no, what if this happens? What if that happens? It's gonna be terrible. So just begin each day with the intention of making the best and the most of it. It may not always go as planned, but it can go more smoothly if you put it in perspective. Something that I need to work on as well. Part of living a well-balanced life is learning how to deal with adversity, learning how to deal with unforeseen events, learning how to deal with uncertainty. So, if you practice not letting things get to you, you will not only learn to live a well-balanced and less stressful life,